Yo, 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 it's Crazy Curt Comics, and I thought I was doing great, people. I thought I was doing a fabulous job at a comic book challenge that I gave myself recently. And it turns out that in order to complete one part of the challenge, I thought I had one part already completed, and it turns out the part I had completed wasn't completed at all, and now I got more work to do. The life of a comic book collector. All right, stick around after the intro to find out what the hell am I talking about. This is Crazy Curt Comics. Yo, thanks for sticking around. I do appreciate it. Now, let's get this business out of the way. If you could please hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell, ding-a-ling-a-ling, and let's get notified every time I do a video so we can grow this channel and get it where we want it to be. All right. So I did this big intro about I did a comic book challenge, and now I kind of messed it up. And now I have to go on a side quest during the mission to try to complete the challenge that I gave myself. Does that make sense? I hope it does. It probably doesn't. It is Crazy Curt Comics. But what the hell am I even talking about? I'm talking about Alex Ross covers, people. Now, I mentioned this in an earlier video. I'll put the link for the video up here. That Alex Ross has announced, or Marvel has announced, that Alex Ross is going to be releasing another set of timeless variants. Now, what are timeless variants? There could be somebody who's watching this channel right now who's new to comic books and doesn't know who Alex Ross is or what a timeless variant is. So we'll discuss both of those in this video. But let's get this out of the way. If you don't know who Alex Ross is, go read these couple books. Go read this. Kingdom Come. Gorgeous, gorgeous artwork. Great story by Mark Waid. A fantastic book. All right, if you don't know who Alex Ross is, go read these 4 books. Either get them individual. I like the individual books for this particular series, but they do have them in collected editions. Marvels. Go read these books. Go look at the beautiful artwork that Alex Ross does. Now, Alex Ross is a cover artist who does amazing photorealistic artwork. Now, what is photorealistic artwork? Well, he does a lot of his artwork from a photo. He'll have someone in a costume, doing the pose, and then he'll take that photograph and he'll do a representation of that photograph in, cover art for comic books. And back in 2020, he set the world ablaze by doing a set of timeless variants, the Heroes Edition. Now, let's go back to 2020 and my collecting of the Heroes Edition. Here's my Alex Ross Heroes collection. Exactly, people. I didn't collect it at all. Hey, I wasn't in the hobby then. I had taken a long break from the hobby, and I just missed out. I didn't know they were a thing until... All right, so I walk in to my LCS to pick up the latest issue of Fantastic Four, because that was what I was reading at the time, and they had no more A covers, and I was kind of annoyed. So I ended up getting this cover, because the other covers I didn't like, so it was a Super Scroll. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that there were other books that they were releasing that month, that had other, villains on the cover that were in this photorealistic artwork. So I began to collect them, and I realized it was a thing. It was Alex Ross, and I knew who Alex Ross was. I was like, oh, these are really, really nice. So I ended up getting all 37 of the Alex Ross villain variants. Or so I thought. Dun, dun, dun. That's right, people. I thought I had all 37 variants, and I realized I only had 5. How did I realize this? Well, I was sitting down there, and I was trying to think of different ideas I could do for posts about these Alex Ross covers. And we are in March. It's March Madness. People all over the country are going to be filling out office pools, watching the basketball tournament. March Madness is a great thing. I love when we do pop culture tournaments, bracket-style tournaments. There are posts that I've seen that went viral. Pixar. What's the best Pixar movie based on a tournament bracket? What's the best Marvel movie based on a tournament bracket? What's the best topping on pizza, based on the tournament bracket? It's pepperoni. It's always pepperoni. It always will be pepperoni. So this is a lot of fun. I thought, what a great idea. So I pull out my 37, really it was 35, Alex Alex Ross villain variants and started going through and saying, hey, how would this work if I was going to do a tournament? And I realized I'm counting, I'm like, wait a minute, 2 are missing. Oh my God, all right, I gotta find him. So I go to my catalog and, oh my God, it's not listed in the catalog. How can this be? So I gotta do some investigation. All of a sudden it becomes like comic book CSI. I gotta go through our bins. First I have to figure out which one I'm missing or which 2 I'm missing. And it turns out they're both Spider-Man. I'm missing Doc Ock and Green Goblin. Oh. Of course, it's the Zeb Wells story, you know, Zeb Wells volume of Spider-Man. That's the whole thing. Zeb Wells messes everything. Anyway, so I go through the boxes, make sure it's not in the box. I went through another box of stuff that I haven't cataloged yet, just to make sure it wasn't mixed in with some other stuff. Now, missing 2. So on top of my challenge to get all the hero covers, you know, of the timeless variants by Alex Ross, now I have to go on a side quest to find 2 villains that I thought I had that I don't have. Now, the way the challenge is going to work is I'm trying to get all of these covers before the Alex Ross new set of timeless variants comes out. So now I just made my job harder. Life of a comic book collector. So now I have to figure out how to go about trying to get all these variants. Now, of course, I could just go to eBay and just buy the whole thing in one big chunk. But that, to me, seems like the most expensive way to do it. And kind of cheating. I mean, part of the fun of doing a challenge is how are different ways that I can do this and get all the issues and get it as cheap as possible. And that's the goal here, people, is to try to get these books as cheap as possible. So I'm already out $6 to get the 3 that I already had. If you're looking for things, specific books, you know, Mercari and eBay both have save search options. So you could go and search for something and you click the little heart on each of the apps, and you can save the search, and then you get a notification every single time that someone lists one of these books that you're looking for. So if you're looking for Hulk 340, great book to have. I don't have one. I would love to have one. But if you're looking for Hulk 340 and you can put in Hulk 340, and every time someone posts a book of Hulk 340, you'll get a notification. Maybe you can jump on it before other people, you know, can outbid you or, you know, can buy it before you can. So it gives you a little leg up if you're actively looking at it or looking for it all the time. So that's what I did. So I found somebody right away who had 4 books on Mercari for only $10. And they were all Alex Ross books. And it was a Hulk bundle, if you will. I had 2 villains, which I already had. I had the Abomination and the Leader. All right, but we already had those 2. But I was able to get the Hulk and She-Hulk. Now, I paid $10 for the listing, and it's $5 to have it shipped, so $15 for 2. So, all right, I'm on my way. So the same seller, I noticed, had other bundles. But each bundle was like 2 villains and 2 heroes, and I already have a lot of the villains. I thought I had all the villains. So I messaged them. Now, this is something that people don't do enough. You can message sellers and ask them, hey, give them a reason why. If you just go and lowball somebody, they're going to say no. If you have a reason why you're lowballing them, if you have an argument why it should be this price versus that price, they may be able to help you out. In this particular case, I emailed the buyer. And I said, hey, you know what? You have these different bundles, and I want parts of these different bundles. I was wondering if you can make just one listing for these 8 books that I wanted. He said, sure, no problem. I have other books I was going to post. Are you interested in those as well? Of course I'm interested. So he puts together this listing, and he only showed 8 different books. And some of the books that he showed weren't the ones I asked for. But I wasn't going to complain. I wasn't going to get picky because he's already going to have his way to do it. And he said $60 for the 8. And I figured, well, you know what? He's going out of his way. I'll overpay a little bit because he's doing something for me. So it ended up being $70 total for 8 different books, right? So I'm paying less than $10 a book. Or like $9 a book, a little less than $9 a book. But that's okay. You know, some of the books I was asking for were some of the ones I didn't see a lot of listings for. So it turned out to be okay. He sent me the box. Check out all of these that he gave me. Ready? $60, $10 ships. So for $70, I got Ghost Rider, right? I got Colossus, Scarlet Witch, Thor, Doctor Strange, Falcon, Black Panther, The Beast, Human Torch or Johnny Storm, Silver Surfer, Thing, Cyclops, Shang-Chi, Namor, and Spider-Man. Now, this is one of the hardest ones to get. I shouldn't say the hardest. You can find them, but it's the most expensive one. I seen this going for $30 on eBay, and he put it in with this lot. So now that's 15 books he sent me for $70. So that is an amazing deal. I thought I was only getting 8. He sent me 15 books. So 15 plus the 3 I had plus the 2 other ones I previously got. We're now up to 20 of the 36 Alex Ross Timeless Hero variants. So I'm on my way, people. I am on my way. I still have that side quest, though, to get Doc Ock and Green Goblin. I still got my work cut out for me. Now, for those of you saying, why don't you just go to your LCS? I do. Check out all these back issues that my LCS has. It's an enormous amount of back issues. And, of course, every Wednesday when I go there to get my new books, I always go through. I have my little list, and I go through and look for all these books all the time. And I could never find any. So, my only other option is eBay, Macquarie, maybe Facebook Marketplace. So, what else can I do to help me out? Well, I do have some extra copies of Timeless Variants. I got some duplicates. So, the Hulk bundle that I got, I have Abomination and the Leader. They're extra. I was able to get some other ones just in some comic book lots that I purchased. And there's some random comic books in, and some of the random comic books were some of the Timeless Variants. So, I got an extra copy of the Mandarin. I got an extra copy of Vision, and I got an extra copy of Nightcrawler. So these 5 books I have on 2 different listings. I have the 3 villains on one listing and the 2 heroes on another listing. And I'm only asking for like $5 each book. So, if I can sell those, that's $25, help lower the cost of what I'm spending to complete the challenge. But then the other idea I came up with was, and I don't even know if this would work. I don't know if anybody's ever done this. Or had success with this, but on Facebook, I'm part of like 10 different groups having to do comic books. And let me tell you, they're entertaining reads. You can always do a whole YouTube channel just from taking a post from there, commenting on it, and doing a whole video around one of the random posts that are, and what the subject is in these comic book posts on Facebook groups. It's really, really a lot of fun. I may actually do that in some future videos. But what if I did ask for a 1-for-1 trade? These are the 5 books that I have that are extra. Does anybody else have other Timeless variants that are extra? They'd be willing to just do a 1-for-1 trade. I pay for the shipping, send my book to you. You pay for shipping, send your book to me. You're spending what, $4 to ship a book, and you get what you need. It's like going to the LCS and spending $4 to get the book. Or maybe someone has 3 books that I have, and I have 3 books that they need. So does that even make sense? Did I say that right? You know what I mean. So that's an idea that I could play around with. What are the 16 that I'm missing? Well, here are all 16 that I'm missing. All right, so speaking of Alex Ross, I want to show off this I got. All right, so look at the price, first of all. $7.99. All right, and if we want to look at what the price is, it is a $50 book, people. Hardcover, and it is Marvelocity, the Marvel Comics art of Alex Ross. This whole book has an amazing fold out. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that thing. Iron Man. You unfold it. And look at this. This stuff is just, look at that Doctor Strange. It's gorgeous. So this is an amazing book I got it for actually less than $8. So I had a coupon. But it just goes over all the artwork and stuff that he has done over the years, and some of the stuff, look at that artwork. That is just top level, man. That's awesome. A for awesome. That's just awesome. So, if you ever get to see this in a bookstore, pick this up. It's really phenomenal. And Like I said, it's a $50 book. I mean, I found it at a thrift store. Maybe you can find one at a thrift store. But the other book that's really affordable, Fantastic Four Full Circle. Now, Alex Ross has all the interior artwork on this book. And it's only a $24 book. And it's not overly expensive. I think it's very inexpensive. So Fantastic Four Full Circle, you might want to check this out. This was an awesome Christmas present for my wife a couple years ago. So there you have it. Alex Ross books. My Alex Ross Timeless Variant Challenge is in effect. I will be updating it with future videos as I find more books out on the interwebs. Wish me luck, people. It's going to be hard. I got, a month or so or two to do this before the new ones come out. I have my work cut out for me. But that's all I got today. Thank you for sticking around. I do appreciate it. And hey, just a reminder, can you please hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell, ding-a-ling-a-ling, and, help me grow the channel and, grow the channel more. I can put out more videos and we can have a whole bunch of fun talking about comic books and pop culture because that's what I would do anyway. Even if I wasn't talking to you, I'd be talking to my wife or my friends or texting people or talking online to people, all about the same stuff. So why not talk to everybody at the same time? I'm Crazy Curt. This has been Crazy Curt Comics. Thanks for sticking around. The more you stick around, hopefully, the more you find out. Peace!